Pew pew. Pew pew. Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to another BIGO live tutorial for the series. Okay, in this tutorial, we're going to talk about live streaming. Okay, we're going to talk about what a live streaming room looks like, what's on the wall, what you can utilize to meet other people, how you get gifts, and stuff like that. So, don't laugh at my filter. I'm in my Snapchat right now. And I did want to use a filter. I thought it would be fun because we're going to go over filters in a few minutes as well. Okay? So let's head over to BIGO and let's see what we can do on the live stream. Okay? I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys. So welcome back. We are here in the BIGO Live app on my phone. In the previous videos, we already talked about how to log in, how to set up an account, and do all that good stuff. Well, I'm logged into my recorder account. Remember the account, the recorder? Okay, so we go to the little happy face on the bottom, right? First, let's check in. When you check in, you click on the little gift box that's right there. It's going to say, congratulations, check in for 3, 7, 15 consecutive days to get extra rewards. So today, it gave me some coins, a puzzle piece, and a candy, right? Now, what you could do with the coins is that you could give it to other broadcasters as sunflowers, right? And I'll show you where the sunflowers are because a lot of people don't even know this, okay? And you could also use coins to enter into different type of raffles that you could win like an iPhone or iPad or something like that, or some cash. And then you got the puzzle piece. Now, you're going to always get puzzle pieces when you go into people's rooms and do different tasks because those are free things that BIGO gives you for being on the app. Now, the candy is a free exclusive gift, and you can give that candy to anybody. It does not count as a bean, but it just shows somebody, hey, I had a free gift, and I felt like giving it to you because I appreciate you. It's like appreciative gift. They don't really count for much but our loyalty points, which will basically increase your fan badge. The higher your fan badge, the more people are bound to get your fan badge. Yeah. Okay, so let's click out of that. We checked in for the day. Let's click on the happy face. Now, we are in the camera's profile. The camera. I wanted to name that, because I just thought it was kind of funny. And I said, yeah, let's name it something cool. And it has my logo. So this is my family logo, the Creative Misfits, okay? We are in the recorder's back office where we look at all our stuff. Let me just show you something real quick. This is very important. You don't have to do this, but if you want to do it, it's always cool because people, it's crazy and you get a lot of stalkers. So as you can see, it says Las Vegas, United States. Everybody knows that I live in Las Vegas, right? But we're going to change the location to space so nobody know where we're recording from. And when you click on settings, right, you're going to go into this page and you're going to click on privacy. You see where it says privacy? Click on privacy. Now, this is where it's very important, okay? Now, you see it says hide location. After turning this on, your location won't appear in profile or in your live notification. So we're going to click that because we want to hide our location. Now, we also want to hide the nearby people. We don't want nobody very close to us. So we're going to click on, after turning this on, your videos won't appear nearby. So you're going to click it open, because you don't want nobody that lives right next to you to know that you live right next to them. Something like that. And then hide yourself in nearby. You can do that. Leave that on if you want to. I suggest you do. And then you can hide your recent activity where people don't know what time you was on. So we're going to do that for this account because this is the recorder account and we don't want nobody to know when we are online. Do not accept want stranger line invitations. We're gonna turn that on because when we're doing our tutorials, we don't want nobody bothering us. But you want to leave that on in your regular profile because you want strangers to line up with you because you want to meet new people. So you leave that on. But for right now, we're turning it off. We're turning it on so that we don't receive stranger notification. Hide your online status. Yes, we want to hide our online status because we're the recorder. We don't need nobody to know we're online. Okay, close screenshot and screen recording in Lightroom. We do not want to do that because we want to be able to screenshot everything on our screen because this is for tutorial purposes only. But if you don't want nobody screen recording your live broadcast, then you're going to turn this on. Turn this feature on so that nobody screen records your live, okay, and puts it on YouTube. So that's only if you don't want to get famous on YouTube or anything. Just, I leave this off, okay? I hide your follower information on your profile post tab. We don't want to do that because, we find with the information that's up there. So we just leave that alone. So now we can exit out of our privacy setting. Now we can go back and let's click back on the little icon at the bottom and we can go up. And as you can see, now we don't have any location at all. You see it says in space. It doesn't give you a time of when I was on or when I was off. And it looks great like that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about the live. So now, on the very bottom of the screen, you have the circle button. And you're going to click on that button and you're going to enter, you're going to enter the world of live streaming. Hey guys. Okay, so here we are on our actual live streaming page. Now, we're not live as of yet. Thank God. But then what we got to do, instead of going actual live, we're going to go do a private live. Don't worry. Nobody will know when we're online because remember, we turned all those settings off. So, I'm going to show you everything on this screen, okay? And I'm going to tell you what to do, and we're going to do it step by step together, okay? So the first thing you want to do before you go into any live, first let me tell you about the lives. This right here, where it says live on the bottom, just live, this is your solo live. This is the live where you do all your stuff by yourself. You can match people, line people up, and I'll show you how to do those things in a little while, and also in another video. Now, this is your solo live, right? You can edit the title right up there. You can set it to public, or if you click on it, you can have a key private solo live with somebody else, or you could do a regular private live where you don't need a key required, and you could just invite people into the room, and when you invite them, you just see them fly into the room, and they're here with you. Okay? So we're going to try all these options in a moment. But for right now, we're going to set this live to private, right? But not yet. Wait 1 second. I want to show you the other features. You're going to see down there it says multi-guest live, okay? So you click on multi-guest live. Guess what? It changes up a little bit. Over here is where you have your panels. Now, panels are your audio or video chats with other people, right? Where you're sitting in like a group. It's kind of like a round table. You're sitting all together with everybody, all your friends, whoever you want to sit with, and you're having conversations, or you're singing or dancing, listening to music, all type of stuff, okay? Now you have 4 boxes, you have 5 boxes, 9 boxes, and 12 boxes. I would suggest that you always start off with a 4 or 6 seater because, people will start coming in and then you can fill the boxes up, but you don't want to have all those boxes just sitting there like that. It just doesn't look right, okay? And then you also have the audio live, which looks like this, right? When you go in the room, it'll be little bubbles, right? And everybody can sit down, and it's just audio. Nobody can turn on the camera or anything like that. You're just talking through your microphone, Okay, so this is good for like meetings and stuff like that. Or for nighttime, if you want to have like a sleep panel, you could do sleep panels. But mind you, when we start talking about hosting and stuff like that a little more, you cannot get paid off an audio panel. It doesn't matter if you can get the beans. Yeah, the beans will rack up to your quota. That's no problem. You get as many beans as you want in the audio, and it'll count towards your quota. But when it comes to the hours, it will not count towards any hours at all. So you cannot do an audio as a host and expect it to count as your time. You have to be canned up during every live that you do so that you can get paid for it. Okay, and then if you go to the next one, you have gaming live. So this is where you can attach your computer, or you can choose a game that you may have downloaded onto your phone. As you can see, all these games, and you can play these games through your phone. Okay, and I'll teach you all this in another live, a game live. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want to go ahead and let's talk about multi-panels first. Okay? Okay. Now, yes, you can have a private multi-panel. Okay? You can have a private multi-panel, and you can invite people, and they'll sit in the box, and it'll just be you and them in there. No computers coming in, no nothing. Just you and that person. Okay? So you can set a title and say private meeting. Okay? So we got a private meeting going on. And let's say I just want to add some of my family members. What I will do is just change my picture to my logo. Now you can, of course, change it to any picture you want, right? But in my case, we could just put a family logo up there as we're having a private family meeting. Okay? Okay. So now, right now my room is set to public. So if I want to change this, I can set it to private, which is what I'm going to do for the example of this video. So we set it to private. Okay? Now, there is a little bean right next to the private thing, right, that you just changed. Click on that. That is going to tell you what percentage you can change your room to. Now listen, this part right here is very important because it will determine your future on BIGO, okay? And very, very important. And how many people sit with you, how many people gift you on a panel. Now, you can only do this on panels because the solo live is your live. So whatever you get there, that's all yours. But when you're sitting on a panel where other people, they're sitting at your round table, right? If you are a host, listen to me very carefully. If you are a host, you can definitely put a percentage on your room. I'm going to tell you why. Because you ultimately are on this app to make money, right? So if you're going to have an event or something sitting with other people, you can definitely set a percentage because if people come in and they gift the people on your panel, you'll get a certain percentage for them sitting in your room. That's good for hosts. If you are a non-host, then it really doesn't matter. You can set it to 0. If you're just a greedy person, then do whatever you want. But if you are a non-host, I would suggest you just set it to 0 because, like I said, the beans really don't add up to too much. If you're collecting them from other people, it really don't add up too much if you're not a host, right? Okay, so as a host, let's go back to hosting. As a host, you can say, you know what? I'm going to do like a little movie show or something. Let me go ahead and set my panel to 10%, and it'll be like a sitting fee. You understand? I have a sitting fee now. Okay, but to go back in there, if you set your room, right, above 10%, what I've known from my experience, you will not get that many people sitting with you, and a lot of people will not gift the panel or the room. Because it's like saying, okay, you go in there, you're not giving nothing else to the other people. Because if you do decide to give to other people, the host is going to take a percentage of that. So it's not really a gift, you know? So that's why I say 10% is just fine if you are a host, because you get a little sitting fee for your friends coming by and just hanging out. You know, that'd be kind of like they paying for snacks, you know? Like they went in your kitchen, they bought a soda or something, or got some popcorn. They just pay for the snacks for the entertainment, you know? So that's how you look at it. Remember, once again, this is a business investment app, and if you're making money, you want the money to work for you, okay? Okay, so now that's enough of that. So just for this example, we'll leave it at 10%. Okay, now, the next thing I want you to look at is the tag. Now, the reason why the tags are important and a lot of people don't understand this is because you want people that you really want to connect with to come into the room. So we're going to change the tags for this meeting just to show you how to do it. So you just click on tags and a bunch of tags will come up and you'll go ahead and just change them. So for this, I just want to do a meeting, right? But we could also do family gathering because it's with the family, right? So I'll leave it at family gathering because it just sounds much more fun than just a private meeting. Private meeting sounds very formal, okay? Now, I'm going to set the panel to 4 boxes just because I'm not going to have a lot of people in here. But like I said before, you can change it to whatever you want, and I'll show you when we go in the live. So now that we changed our title, our picture, we changed our setting to private, we changed our quota being quota, and now our tag to family gathering, we're going to click live. Hey, you see me? Hey guys. Okay, so listen, for this live, I might just invite my sister because I can invite her through this account because she knows who I am. Okay, but we may do that, we may not. Let's see how much we get through. So the first thing I want to show you is the very top. You see your name, it says ID Mandy Backup. That'll be whatever your ID is set to. You see it got the title of the meeting, private meeting, and it has the picture. Now let me show you something really cool. You could definitely go into the meeting, go into that box, right? Click on it, and this is going to come up. When this comes up, it's going to say private meeting and a little box next to it. And you could click that box, and look what happens. You can edit the title of the meeting while you're in the live. You understand? So let's say you was real hasty and you forgot to put a title. You can always add it while you're in the live. Now let's say you want to change the picture. Maybe something funny happened, whatever, blah, blah. And you want to advertise that. You can still go back in and you can change the picture. You see? Real simple. And you change the picture of the title. Now you see how everything changed? Okay. Now a couple more things in that tab. As you can see, your room is set to level 1 because nobody been in here and this is a new account. I never went live on it. So it's a level 1 and you go up in level as much as people come in and as much as people gift you. Right? That's how you move up in the levels. So if you look underneath that, you go to contribution list. So right now it's empty because ain't nobody been in here. But when you click on it, it'll tell you who the daily contributors for the room were. It could be yourself. It could be somebody else came in. Oh, wow, look at that. We just leveled up to level 2 just by being on live. You see that? Look how cool that was. Okay, so nobody gifted us, but we are on level 2, and we'll check that in a minute. But as you can see, daily, weekly, monthly, total. What type of gifts were received to you as the host, and what type of gifts that you send out and other people send to other people. This is really cool. So we go back, and as you can see, it didn't change to level 2 yet, but let's click back into it. Oh, wow, it didn't change it. It should be level 2, but it didn't change it, right? Okay, that's fine, no problem. As you can see, you can rise up in the level in your room. Okay, So let's go down to where it says tag. Tag, once again, you can click on it. You can change the tag of the room again. You know, if you want to. We'll leave it as that. Atmosphere. This is a really cool part of the BIGO Live streaming app. You can change the way your background looks. So right now we got it set to this calm purple, right? But we can change it to Christmas. If it's Christmas time and we want to celebrate Christmas, we can say, hey, hey, ho, ho. Okay, yeah, that's enough of that. Okay, we can change it to love. If you're just in here with somebody else and you want to have a nice atmosphere, you can put the love one on. You got nighttime, just chilling. This one I use a lot when we're doing shows because it brightens up the room and you can see like people down there in the audience and stuff. So that's really cool one. I did one we use also when we just chilling and chatting. And then I did one my mama's favorite because the guy has a gun. Oh my God. Okay. And then you got the Masonic. You get like a prayer temple. And then these are cool also at nighttime when you're doing like movie time. If you're watching a movie with your family and friends, you could use this background or this other one. And it just dims the lights and it looks really nice. Yeah, I usually use this one for the movies. Yeah, so we'll leave it like that, right? Okay, there's another thing you get changed here. Okay, now let me show you something. Administrator. What administrator means is the admins that are in your room. You have admins in your room, right, that do certain things. So you can have admins mute people if they're being disrespectful, or you can have them kick them out if they're ultimately really being disrespectful and they're sitting in the boxes and you can't get them out any other way. You can definitely kick them out. So admins serve different purposes. They also are the ones that hold the room down. Like, let's say you got to go use the restroom or something like that. They hold the room down. Also, admins are supposed to be shouting your emojis and your room out. Like, they're supposed to be flying banners or posting in the comment, tap, follow, share, gift the host, stuff like that. I got to talk to my admins because they haven't been doing that as much. And I need them to start doing that. That brings more people in. More gifts equal more gifts for me, more gifts for them. So we'll talk about that. The admins, I might make a whole video on that because that's something very special and a lot of people take it for granted. Okay? So we'll talk about that in another video. Then you have the room type. Look how cool this is, guys. Let me show you this. Now, the room has to be unlocked. Not the private room. I'm talking about the boxes. You see there's a plus sign right now? Well, you can change that. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. But in order to change the sizes of the room, you have to have the boxes open. If they're closed, it won't work. So you can go to 6 panel. See, sure to change the 6 seat mode. Say sure. This is what it'll look like. Now you have a big box with several other boxes around you. Okay? Now, let's go back. Let's go to 9 mode. The boxes will be stacked up like this. You see that? And you're still in the corner. You say hi to everybody. It's like you're looking down at everybody and right to your side and everybody like that. And you're just talking to them. Like you guys are in a room together just hanging out. This is good for parties and stuff like that because more people come in, more people can sit down and stuff like that. Now, my friend Ramon, he has the Cotton Club. So usually when there's like over 300 people in the room and there's a lot of people in the queue, he'll go like this and he'll change it to a 12 panel. Now, the boxes are smaller, right? And it's stacked on top of each other. But it's really cool because it's like everybody's in a dance club hanging out. And this is what you do when you have a lot of people in the queue that you know are going to participate. You can open the panel like this. But I like it when nobody is really too many people. My room, to be honest, my room is always full. So I usually always at the 9 panel. But for right now, we'll keep it at the 4. Because we're just in here by ourselves. Now, if you look below that, right, the seats, you're going to see it says live duration, total viewers, new beans, and new fans. So for this live right here, I've been on here for 7 minutes and 44 seconds as we speak right now, right? I have no new fans because the room is set to private. I don't have nobody coming in, okay? Also, no new beans. What new beans mean is you look right below where it says the camera and you see the zero next to the bean. That yellow bean turns into money. That is gifts. When people send you gifts, you can transfer those beans into money, into dollars, right? You can send it to other people or you can cash it out when you get a certain amount. Now, I have no new viewers because the room is private, so nobody else has come in, right? So that's what that is. And anytime you want to check how long you've been on live, all you do is you click on the little box on the top and you see you're on live 8 minutes. Now with the solo live, it's a little different. You have to swipe down the screen, but we'll do that in a whole nother live, okay? Because right now we're just talking about this panel. So we're in the panel, okay? And now what can we do? So there's a lot of things that we could do. So when people are in here, if you go down to the very bottom, the comment box, you click on that, and these are where you type up your comments, right? So I'm going to type hi. You see the camera. I just typed it hi. See, right next to my name, it says broadcaster. Now, you can also fly banners. I don't think this guy has any money to fly any banners. Nope. So I can't fly a banner. He doesn't have any free bullets. Usually you get a bullet, and what will happen is, let's try it. Oh, it said not enough diamond. So he don't even have free ones. But sometimes you get some free ones, and you can fly it across the street of the screen, and it looks so beautiful. I love the flying banners because they really stand out in the room. Okay? Also, so if we go next to that, we got the emoji box. Now, the emoji box is a lot of fun. Now, let's say you got your friends sitting in the room. It could be your best friend or your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You can send them a kiss. Let's say they're sitting right next to you. You go like that, and look how cute that is. You just gave them a dino kiss, and they're sitting right next to you. Also, you can show appreciation when somebody gifts you by saying thank you. You can hit that, and they'll know that, and you can say, hey, thank you, and you can hit that, and they'll know that you thanked them for a gift. If you want to go in the room and you're having fun and stuff like that, you can laugh, or you can make this little googly face that I like to do a lot and make fun of stuff, So yeah, so that's the emoji box. Oh yeah, one important thing, when we're playing games and stuff like that, everybody always has to raise their hand. Sometimes they don't know where to find it. This is where you find it, guys. You find it right there. You raise your hand, and you're able to answer the question or whatever it is that you're doing. Okay? And it also gives the host a lot of respect when somebody raises their hand to talk, because then you guys are not all talking over each other. Yeah. Okay, next to that is the microphone. You can mute yourself. You see? You can mute the box, and now nobody can hear what you're saying in the box. Also, you have 3 little lines. You click on those 3 lines, and there's a whole wad of stuff that you could do. Now, this is the part that a lot of people don't know about and don't know how to use really. We're going to learn every option right now. Okay, guys, so now you see a box full of options. The first thing you can do is that you can go to the camera section if you want to cam down. Now, a lot of people don't know how to cam down when they first come on BIGO, so they're just sitting there stuck, not knowing what to do. Well, you can click on the 3 lines, and it'll bring you the camera. You click on it, and bam, you cam down. See how easy that was? And now there you see your logo or your picture and your audio. That's it. Now, if you are a host on BIGO and you're making money, you have to meet your daily quota, which is 2 hours, or 1 hour if you're doing a 1 hour every 30 days. But for, to get your hours out the way early, it's recommended to do 2 hours a day. So during your first 2 hours of live streaming during the day, you got to be cammed up because you want to get those hours counted for. Then the rest of the day, you could just cam down at your leisure. The next option is the beauty option. Now, as you can see, when you click on it, you have different options. You got beauty, makeup, filter, right? I really don't touch this because I'm a Muppet and I look great as I do. Yeah, I'm beautiful. Yeah, so I don't really need to touch this. But if you're the type of person that got like little blemishes that you want to hide, or you want to look a little lighter, then what you do is you just go in here, you mess with these filters until you get to where you like. The next one is the mask. I'm going to go ahead and try that one out because we'll make this video interesting. And the one that I like is the one with the little two balls on the top. As you can see, they moving around. And yeah, so you can put this on and you can do your live show with your friends in the room. And you guys can all have on these filters. Okay? Actually, you're probably the only one that can do the filter. I'm not sure if they can. Yeah, so then you have other ones to choose from. I'm going to turn it off for right now because I don't want it all over the place. So, yeah, you can do that. Then you go back in there. The next one is mirror. Now, listen, I'm not going to mirror it because I don't have no words behind me. But this is a great feature for when you're playing like board games or when you have something behind you and you want the words to read exactly the way they're supposed to read, then you would click on the mirror button. That would do it. Would turn your whole screen around so that everybody could read the words correctly. And then you have flip the camera. When you flip the camera, you basically show what's on behind the camera behind your phone. So you just flip it, like let's say you want to show your TV or something that you cooking or something. You just click on flip and it'll just flip you around and show what's on the other side of the phone. Then you have the zoom in option. Now zoom in, you can do it two different ways. The first way is by going in here and just clicking on the zoom in, right? And there's nobody in here but myself. So you click on host and I zoom in. Or you can tap on whatever box you want to when somebody's sitting in it, and what will happen is the box will enlarge and you will see only what's in that box. Yeah. And then the next option is the chat and the sing mode. Now listen, I'm going to leave it set to chat. I'm not going to change it. But if you had a 12 panel, right, room, like I talked about earlier, and you had a party or something and you were playing music, it's good to turn the chat mode into the sing mode because what will happen is that the music will not sound distorted. It won't sound distorted or, out of focus and stuff. People will still be able to hear the music nice and clearly on a 12-panel room. The next one is the YouTube option. Now, this is the coolest feature on BIGO to date. I'm going to tell you why. Because you can have family movie night where you can watch movies and stuff like that. Or you can watch music videos. Or you can catch up with all the BIGO tea. Hollywood Unlocked. I watch him. I watch JC. I'm sorry. Okay. So, yeah. You can watch all the BIGO tea, things that you missed out on, top broadcasters and stuff like that, just by clicking on that YouTube area. And I'll just have a brief picture right now. Yeah, right now, so you guys can see what that looks like. And then you got to share your screen. I'm not going to share my screen because I don't want to mess up my recording. So what you basically do is when you click on that, everybody that's in the room is going to be able to see what's on your phone. Your box is going to disappear and what's going to open up is your phone. And you could go to Twitter, Instagram, whatever you want to show people, an email, whatever it is. But what you cannot do is you cannot show people's personal information. You will get banned for that. Please, listen to me carefully. If you are on somebody else's information page showing their name, telephone number, stuff like that, you will get banned. So be careful when you use the share screen. Make sure it's all your stuff. You're not showing nobody else's stuff. Okay? The DIY Notify is an option that you can use. If you got a large fan base, you can hit that and it'll tell everybody in your fan base that you are online having a live. It'll be like a little DIY Notify thing that goes across their screen. And people will come in through that banner. So that's a good tool to use. Okay, so the next thing on the list is other tools. So with the other tools, you have the recorder, which when you click onto it, I'm not going to click it because I don't want to mess up my stuff. But here's a picture of what it looks like. Now, the screen record option, will screen, you hit the little button, right, little blue button, and what'll happen is it'll screen record your live for up to 60 seconds, right? The minimum is 5 seconds. Up to 60 seconds, it'll screen record what's going on, and then when you share it, you can share it to your BIGO wall or to your Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that, and more people will come on the room because they see you hanging out in here with the person. The other option is the screenshot. You can screenshot take a picture of the room and post it to wherever you want to post it to let people know, hey, this is where I'm hanging out. Come and hang out with us. That's real cool. Okay? The next one is the newcomers option. Now listen, a lot of people do not turn this on because it does clog the chat box. But if you want to gain more fans, a huge following, right, you want to keep this on. Because what it'll do is when new people are logging into BIGO or signing up an account, whatever, and they happen to go into your room, it'll give them a shout out. It'll say, hey, such and such, welcome to BIGO, welcome to my live room. Please become a fan. And they either could choose to be a fan or they could leave the room and go someplace else. But it's a real cool feature because it'll shout out new people coming into your room, like instantly. And then you have the gift sound box. Now, the gift sound box, and you can turn it on. I like to leave it turned on because there's several gifts that when people send me, it makes a nice noise, and I like the effect to it. But let's say you're having a really deep conversation and you don't really want the sounds of the gifts to get in your way. You can turn that off, and nobody will hear the sound. Okay? So, yeah. And then we got the Play Center. Right? The Play Center is a whole new thing in itself. It's a lot of fun to interact with the people in your room. So I'm going to show you what each feature does right now. Okay, so the Play Center, right, has several different things that you could do. The first option is draw and guess. I love playing this game with some of my family members. Even some of my fans that may come in the room. We'll play this game sometimes, not all the time, because it tends to glitch. But when you go into the draw and guess, what will happen is that it'll take you into a whole nother little section. You click join now. You can sit down. Everybody can sit down. And what it'll do is it'll take you into a game where you can pick up a word and you got to draw that word. And everybody in the room has to guess what you're drawing. It's really, really cool. So let's get out of that. You just exit out by just click on the arrow button. Let's go back to 4 seats. It does put you back in 9 seats because of the way the game is. So, yeah, that's the draw and guess, right? Really cool game. And you can give out prizes and stuff like that if people win and stuff like that. The roulette wheel. The roulette wheel is cool. You see that? It's only me in the room, so it only blinked on me. But it's really cool when you want to play truth or dare, like spin the bottle, stuff like that. Or like trivia questions, and you land on somebody, they got to answer. You know, it's really cool. I think I might start using that feature more in game night. Okay, now the group PK is like a solo live PK, right? But the only thing is you're doing it in a panel as a group. And when people come in the room and you initiate that PK setting, what will happen is when people start gifting people on the panel, right? Whoever gets the most points in the panel will usually win maybe something from BIGO or something like that. I don't know exactly what you win. Or it's just like a boasting thing. Hey, the people gifted me more than you. You know, little things like that. I only do the group PK thing really when we just bored or just sitting around. Really nothing much that I really use it for. Then you got the Dino. Now, the Dino is really cool because it's a nice feature of BIGO. You have a pet, and people have to come in your room. When they come in your room, it's nice for them to feed your pet. It acknowledges that you have a pet, and your pet may be hungry, and they may have some dinos to spare. Now, when your pet eats a lot of donuts, right? It's donuts. I said dinos. When your pet eats a lot of donuts, you get to upgrade your pet. So in my other account, my pet is at level 20, right? So it's hanging out in the beach. But when you move up in level, you get different dinosaurs and stuff like that, which is really, really cool. Okay, so that's enough about the dino. And then you have earn money. Now, when you click on earn money, you can actually take that invitation link, right? And you can post it. You see WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, all different places. And you can get a little percentage of people that'll use your link to log on to BIGO and to sign up for an account. You get something real nice, you know? So that's a great way to earn extra money as well by using that feature. So, yes, the next thing we're going to talk about on this panel, right, is the manage button. So as you see the manage button all the way at the end, you click on that, right? This is a great way to take control of the live. Now, on the viewer section, of course, we don't have nobody in here because it's private. But on the viewer section, you'll see every single body that's in the room. Everybody that's in your live right now, including the robots. Then you have your guests. Your guests are the people that's actually sitting on the live, okay? Now, there's nobody in here for me to demonstrate, but I'll do this in another video when we're talking about muting the panel, controlling the panel, letting people up, and stuff like that. We'll do that on an actual live panel so you guys will know what it looks like. Also, you have a little options button. You could click on that option button, and right now everything is set to open mode, so anybody can sit down when they want. You're not controlling the panel. But when you have invitation mode, what happens is the panel locks up. As you can see, now you can see some seats. And what will happen is you as the host, you can click on the seat and click on a name to sit them in that seat. Or you can just let them up. And I'll show you that it have to be in a live panel because you won't be able to see it from here because there's nobody in the room. But you'll let them up from the top where it says viewers, or you could go down to manage if they're waiting to sit down, or you could just click on the box and click on somebody's name and sit them in that box. Or if they're in the comments, you can actually invite them from the comments by clicking on their name and just clicking on seat. And it'll invite them into the panel. So the next thing we're going to talk about on this page, if you look at the very top, right next to the X, that you have to exit out the room, don't click on the X right now because it's going to close your live out. But what you want to do is you want to look at the two arrows pointing to each other. Look at the two arrows that's pointing to each other, right? Look what happened. Your box dropped down to the bottom, and you can see your whole profile. Not only can you see your own profile, but you can go into your wallet. Let's say you want to recharge while you're on the panel. You can recharge while you're on the panel, and you don't have to go nowhere. Or you can change your beans if you need to change your beans, okay? You could go into messages. If somebody sent you a message and they're on the panel, they're like, I sent you a message, go check your message. You can just click on your messages and check your message. Or you can see who's online as well. You can click on the star, you go to your follows, right? And usually it'll be a couple bubbles on top, and you'll know who's online at the time. Now, if you click on that live, though, it's going to end your live. Remember that. You can't click on somebody's live while you're still live, but you can see who's online. Now, we'll click on your box again. You click on the box back on the corner, and now you're back, right? Now, next to the two facing arrows, there's a circle with an arrow in it, and it might have a red dot above it. Click on that. This is the way you can share your live. So you can share your live to anybody you want, your fan base, your friends, your recent contacts, or you can type in the little magnifying glass who you want to share the live with by just entering their user ID, okay? So that's how you share the live. You can also, it's not, if you click on the tag, right, the title tag of the room, you can actually share the live that way as well. It'll have the option below on this tab. But the best way is to just go up to the corner with the little circle, and it'll give you a whole list of options for you to share your live. So that's it on multi-panels. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative. The next YouTube tutorial that I will be talking about will be the solo live and what do you see and how did that work. And we'll do that in private mode as well. So I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. Thank you. Bye.
Pew pew.